What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. It brings me no pleasure to be talking about the absolute destruction of Ubisoft. Okay, that's a lie. It brings me some pleasure, but that's only because we're all being proven right. We've told them all the things they were doing incorrectly, from Ghost Recon to Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, The Division. I love those games. A lot of the Tom Clancy, Wildlands and stuff like that. It has not been that for a long time. Ubisoft essentially had turned them all into the same copies of themselves. We told them all the things they were doing wrong. They only ignored us and doubled down. And then we got Assassin's Creed Shadows. We told them, don't make Black Yasuke. Go back to Yama Tamaguchi. Go back to the original thing. Why did you do this? And we all found out, and here we are. Below $10 stock prices, euros, but you get the idea. It's at 8 something right now. They've done this to themselves, and there's no coming back. So Ubisoft stock, of course, plummeting below 10 euros, a threshold in the financial world that signals a dangerous trajectory towards becoming a penny stock. The first stage of this decline is marked by single-digit share prices, a red flag, and there's been a many being talked about within Ubisoft for investors who now view Ubisoft as poison stock. And it is the Guillemot brothers, and they're, whether because they actually believe it or because they use it to help destroy everything so that their fucking CCP Tencent buddies could buy it up with them. God knows what they'll do with it now. Either way, everyone knows that Ubisoft is trash. There's no reason to infuse money in there, unless, of course, you're Tencent, which is right here. Tencent appears to be poised to swoop in and acquire Ubisoft, which it did, 25% controlling interest in that new subsidiary. But the move won't halt the layoffs already underway. Whispers within the industry suggest that the most significant cuts are yet to come, with a major restructuring expected between June and July of 2025. This timing aligns with the next financial report, which aims to reset the books and mitigate risks, rising loan obligations. Yeah, too little, too late. Final nail is in place. Ubisoft's coffin is being slowly lowered into a grave of its own making. The Ubisoft of old, once a titan of gaming, is on an unmistakable path to its demise. And I would already say it's been dead, kept alive by past accomplishments and hopes of brighter futures that were never going to come. Star Wars Outlaws. Oh my God. Let's just talk about that for a second. Forget about the ugged up female companion or a female protagonist and not being able to change how she looks. Uninspired storyline in an underworld that was Disney underworld. It wasn't really the underworld of Star Wars that we've seen in comics and expanded universe book, the real expanded universe. It was so buggy and so horrible that they were like, oh man, we cannot release Assassin's Creed Shadows like this. Like, I know, just like Bethesda, Ubisoft has a little bit of a fucking a reputation for releasing buggy games, but we can't even rely on that. We got to delay it. We got to spend 20 million euros to get all the bugs and release and get all the rap music out. And guess what? It released buggy AF. So no trust left. You see here the recently announced deal with Tencent to form a new subsidiary holding 3 of Ubisoft's most valuable properties: Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. Now, this has nothing, also like The Division and Ghost Recon. Those are still with Ubisoft proper, I guess. Meant to be a lifeline. Instead, it's being seen as an act of corporate and communistic cannibalism, because we all know Tencent really just does work. All of the Chinese companies work for the CCP. Tencent paid $1.16 billion for that 25% stake in the new sub, which Ubisoft claims gives the entity a pre-money valuation of 4 billion euros. But that valuation hasn't reassured shareholders. Quite the opposite. Yes, we've talked about that. They are basically revolting, along with AJ Investments, who also is a minority stakeholder. They're sort of taking the reins of trying to halt that deal. They're trying to have the government stop that from going through. They're trying to have their own voices put through, restructure the Tencent deal as a direct asset sale worth no less than 4 billion, distribute an extraordinary they want their part of the money, with at least 23 euros per share in cash, totaling 3 billion euros going to the shareholders. So not good. not good. Yeah, we'll see. The next time we talk about this will probably be to tell you whether they got that court mandated stop, or whether Tencent and the Guillemot brothers are able to go forward with their new subsidiary. Either way, and I know all the fucking kids go, "What are you guys talking about Steam?" Because it's a great fucking aggregate, all right? And we also look at the console numbers too. We can see how many people have unlocked achievements. Guess what? It ain't any better there, Chief. All right, never more than 64,000 people. You go over, look at true achievements or the PS5 trophies, and guess what? Very few people have locked even the middle ones, let alone the further along ones. You can thank Hayden Wayne for checking those out. Make sure to check out his channel. Either way, it's done. It's done, son. Ubisoft, its word, I mean, Ubisoft has been hated and its name has been mud for quite some time, but now amongst shareholders, the only thing keeping it going. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this. What do you think about Ubisoft? You looking forward? Do you think the subsidiary will go through? What do you think Tencent is going to do with Assassin's Creed and Far Cry and Rainbow Six? Oh boy. Either way, let me know what you think. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.